हम सब कहानियों की दुनिया से हैं, जहाँ हमारी कहानियाँ स्मारकों, इमारतों और शहरों में बसती हैं। आज हमारी कहानियाँ हमारे शहरों में सुरक्षित नहीं रही और शायद हमारे शहर हमारे नहीं रहे। अब हमारी कहानियाँ बेघर हैं। Welcome to the sacred Neverland. By exploring collective storytelling in Varanasi, India, through the lens of mythology, religion, and politics, the Sacred Neverland questions the role of sacred spaces in constructing our collective fictions and speculates the role virtual civic architecture will play in its future. Stories, myths, folklores have served as a social charter in the functioning and organization of communities and cultures. Humans understand and relate to their surroundings through stories. They form the basis of our learning as we build cognitive structures through narratives. As stories were passed on across centuries in different mediums, they played an important role in the functioning of society. Evolved narratives, such as structured mythologies, were distilled into social systems that are still relevant today, such as religion. Digital immersive media expanded storytelling into new realms, where it was organizing and bringing together new forms of communities and gatherings, while facilitating individuals to exercise agency and participate proactively in ever-evolving narratives. What has remained common in both historic and contemporary forms of storytelling is how spaces and architecture have acted as a vessel to record, pass on, perform, orchestrate, and enable them. I define civic space as a vessel of our collective fictions and a stage for storytelling that facilitates the sharing and exchange of social narratives. It is a sacred social construction built with the collective actions of all actors, participants, agents, where historical, social, and political layers come together. For many centuries, sacred spaces have served as those vessels, and sacral architecture is where contemporary discourse words such as community, participation, and publicness perpetually remain relevant. The project speculates that the very origin of civic spaces was in the form of sacred spaces that served as a sanctuary and a safe meeting house for the local community. It often served as a focal point of all gatherings and socio-political life, much before the distinction between the state and religion. This is the Golden Temple in Amritsar, India, which is not just contained to the Sikh community. It is a space where people of different faith and religion come together. The main sacred space is separated by holy water, while the peripheral spaces are used for community living and eating. The many thresholds between the city and the temple deliver a linear narrative, recognizing the separation as you journey from the profane to the sacred. However, what happens when the entire city becomes a vessel? Is it still sacred, or is it profane? Welcome to Varanasi, India. In Varanasi, a sacred Indian city, mythological beliefs are the foundation of urban form and politics. It is a religious pilgrimage with a diverse population of Hindus, Buddhists, and Muslims, where every day the city celebrates the holy communion of land and river. Situated along the banks of River Ganges, the city's embankment renders its social life and unifies the city. Playing a crucial role, architecture and urban form orients public action and procession. The celebrations and rituals, which are manifestations of a myth, seen through acts like bathing, cremation, praying, take place on a continuous performative landscape. The spatial grammar of stepwells define a movement and attitude towards the holy river. The steps are punctuated with various landings and terraces, suggesting a slow and sacred ascent and descent, glorifying the river in your every movement. However, what happens to our stories when the vessel gets distorted? Where do our fictions go? Since the city's sacredness epitomizes its character, it has been a battleground for religious and identity politics for centuries. Its landscape has undergone cultural cleansing and rebuilding to suit different political agendas. Though it has been resilient in rebuilding itself every time, there will come a time when it can't anymore. Today, the landscape of the city and the country at large is at a risk of becoming saturated by a static display and dominance of a Hindu institution as a result of the political establishment. This is the part of the city that has been demolished, displacing thousands of homes and temples, so that the story of Varanasi can once again be rewritten. The civic ambition of this project emerges from the status quo. The project asks, how sacredness of a space as a civic typology and as a spatial condition can gain a new meaning in the immersive internet, where sacred in architecture can be secularized and take on a new role through pluralistic storytelling and ritualization of social life. The project speculates the future it is set in, where the city has become a part of the immersive internet, and immersive media and technology has pervaded all aspects of city life. Today, in 2050, the new political establishment is planning to build the sacred space as part of the immersive internet to restore the stories that were lost and removed in the past. The Neverland will be constructed as physical sites with the same footprint around the country that operate locally and globally. The platform exists as a pedestal and as a stage to ground the new temple of Varanasi. Its minimal yet critical structure mediates between the physical and the virtual to act as a sensory map for your body. The ground is the only thing that our bodies share, therefore becomes an important factor in orienting and forming collective body and social behavior in the virtual civic space. Upon stepping on the platform, the virtual comes alive. सबसे पहले मंदिर बनारस में बनेगा। इसके अलावा भारत की राजधानी दिल्ली में और पूर्व भारत के नागालैंड में भी, यहाँ तक कि थार के रेगिस्तान में भी बनाया गया था, जो पाकिस्तान और भारत में बटा हुआ है। दरअसल ये एक ही मंदिर है जो अलग अलग हिस्सों से बनेगा। The edges of the Neverland slowly start to mirror the bustle of the community, where it becomes a small part of the everyday social. The Temple of Stories is the focal point and the starting point of the Neverland, where a central figure becomes the symbol of the stories of the community. It grows as stories accumulate, symbolizing and representing intangible aspects of this new spatial interface. As people start to gather, the familiarity starts to build with the space. The mise en scène becomes the movement of people in the way they gather and organize themselves around steps, slopes, and staged emptiness. The notion of interior and exterior is not the same anymore. As you occupy exterior space in one reality, you're enclosed in the other. While the symmetry creates orientation and awareness of the immediate space, the external world is far from familiar, as the city has now disappeared. There's a sense of being lost in this Neverland with little sign of the physical world, every space and moment expressing its own rhythm in which one can find intimate moments of peace and wholeness. मैं हमेशा अपने आप को ये नई दुनिया की स्थिरता में खो देता हूँ, जहाँ मेरे विचारों को जगह मिलती है और मुझे सुकून। ये दुनिया हर रोज़ रूप रंग बदलती है, लेकिन इसका आकाश वही रहता है। इधर ही किसी कोने में कोई पंचतंत्र की कहानियाँ सुन रहा है, तो कोई अकबर की। इधर ही किसी कोने में एक साधु अपनी ही कहानियाँ गढ़ रहा है। यहाँ ऐतिहासिक और काल्पनिक कहानियाँ एक साथ रहती हैं, जो इस जगह को कभी रहस्यमय और कभी विचित्र बना देती हैं। Generating its own microcosms, every room creates its own sociality. In this room, the subjective reality morphs into singular, overarching consciousness, where stories can be translated into spatial practices and virtual attributes, allowing for spectators and actors to participate in the unfolding of the new ritualization of the shared sacred space. पहले तो ये मंदिर अपने आसपास के समाज के सहायक के लिए बना था। कुछ साल बाद इन सबको जोड़ दिया गया, जहाँ अलग अलग जगह से लोग इन दरवाज़ों से एक छत के नीचे आ सकते थे, अपनी अपनी कहानियाँ और रिवाज लेकर और दूसरों की कहानियाँ सुनने, जहाँ संस्कृति, समाज और कहानियों ने अपना ही संसार बना लिया था। The collective footprints create a dizzying overlay with everyone stretching the fabric of the space. This blurring of individual expression and identity resists representation, where every narrative is malleable and temporary, all projecting themselves onto the empty architecture. Vulnerable to commercial and political forces and considerably reliant on ephemeral layers, the sacred Neverland abides by a series of codes that mediate between the many coexisting identities. However, I fear what the loss of expression would mean for such a place. The balancing between human and artificial agency in the constant shaping of its code is a civic challenge that we all, as a global community, must continually face.